Jimmy Horn Jr.'s electric speed and crisp route running jump off his highlight reel, making him look like a surefire NFL prospect. But why do scouts remain skeptical when his production and frame tell a different story? The tape shows flashes of brilliance, explosive cuts, effortless separation, yet his college stats never match that potential. Could these tantalizing skills actually be masking deeper concerns that keep him off draft boards? We're about to break down the fascinating disconnect between what we see in Horn's best moments and what teams see in their evaluations. The truth might surprise you. The production problem. Jimmy Horn Jr.'s highlight reel shows explosive plays, but his stats reveal a concerning gap between flashes of brilliance and consistent production. His 2024 season, 37 receptions for 441 yards and 1 touchdown, falls short of the typical thresholds for drafted receivers. Most prospects at his position surpass 700 yards annually, often with higher touchdown totals. While his 11.9 yards per catch suggests playmaking ability, the low volume raises questions about his capacity to sustain drives or be a reliable target. The Valero Alamo Bowl underscored these concerns. Against quality competition, he managed just 4 catches for 7 yards, a performance that amplifies doubts about his ability to deliver in critical matchups. NFL scouts prioritize receivers who produce regardless of opponent, and Horn's tape includes too many quiet games. His 2023 season, 567 yards, would rank near the bottom among drafted wideouts in most years, further highlighting the production gap. Furthermore, his lack of standout games against elite defenses makes it harder to argue he was underutilized. Unlike comparable prospects who overcame modest stats with explosive performances in big moments, Horn's quiet outings in key games reinforce the concerns. NFL offenses demand reliability, and his college career leaves unanswered questions. Low-volume receivers rarely get drafted without elite traits. Horn's efficiency hints at upside, but his usage and stat lines don't reflect a player capable of handling a full workload. When stacked against the 2025 draft class, his production lags behind peers who've proven they can carry an offensive role. But production isn't the only concern. His physical limitations create additional hurdles. While his speed and route running offer a path to the NFL, his size and contested catch ability present another layer of doubt for evaluators. The next section examines how his frame and playing style could further impact his draft stock. Size and contested catch struggles. At 5'10", Jimmy Horn Jr. faces a clear disadvantage against NFL cornerbacks. His height and build show up most clearly in contested situations. His 25.9% career contested catch rate means he wins just 1 of every 4 jump ball opportunities. A third quarter play against Cincinnati illustrates the problem. Horn mistimed his leap on a back shoulder fade, allowing the 6'2" corner to easily bat the ball away despite decent positioning. While he has occasional highlights like his 44-yard contested catch, those moments stand out because they're exceptions. Successful smaller NFL receivers compensate in distinct ways. Wan'Dale Robinson moves like a nimble dancer, using elite change of direction quickness to evade taller defenders. Tutu Atwell relies on burner speed to stack cornerbacks before the ball arrives. Horn shows flashes of these traits, but his contested catch struggles create additional hurdles. Teams might overlook height if a receiver dominates elsewhere, but Horn's inability to win 50-50 balls forces evaluators to question his red zone utility. His touchdown against Temple demonstrates his best path to success: separation over physicality. A precise stutter step at the top of his route created 3 yards of cushion for an easy pitch and catch score. This mirrors how NFL slot receivers like Hunter Renfrow survive, by winning early in routes rather than battling at the catch point. The problem arises when coverage tightens. NFL defensive backs recover faster, and Horn's film shows instances where he fails to adjust when initial separation evaporates. Size concerns extend beyond catch point battles. Horn's frame limits his effectiveness as a blocker, with inconsistent effort and technique in run support. Teams also notice how smaller receivers hold up against press coverage. While Horn faced limited press looks in college, NFL defenses will test him immediately with aggressive jams, a tactic that disrupted many undersized prospects. The combine measurements will provide critical context. If Horn tests with sub-30-inch arms and small hands under 9 inches, it would confirm concerns about his catch radius. By comparison, Robin overcame height concerns with 9 1/8 inch hands and a 74-inch wingspan, disproportionate length for his frame. Horn lacks those measurable advantages based on available data. What makes Horn's evaluation difficult is that his deficiencies don't show up on every play. He has enough positive reps to suggest developmental potential, but the bad ones, like failing to high point balls, raise legitimate questions about his ceiling. Yet despite these limitations, Horn keeps appearing on watch lists because of specific translatable skills. His flashes suggest tools that could thrive in the right system, which we'll examine next. The elite traits that keep him relevant. Scouts remain intrigued by Jimmy Horn Jr. due to 3 consistent skills on film. His route running stands out most. Like a magician's sleight of hand, he manipulates defenders with subtle tricks. Against SMU on 3rd and 7, a hesitation step froze the DB mid-curl, creating critical separation. He applies the same precision to slant routes, accelerating through breaks rather than routing them off. The Temple touchdown showcased his technical mastery, a 12-yard out route with a razor-sharp 90-degree turn paired with pre-snap recognition of the cornerback's outside leverage. These details matter in the NFL, where windows close faster. His 11.9 yards per reception in 2024, fueled by plays like a 38-yard crosser against TCU, prove efficiency despite limited targets. He maximizes opportunities, whether accelerating through secondaries or sitting in soft zones on 3rd and short. This spatial awareness flashes NFL potential, though consistency remains a question. Play speed separates him from other undersized prospects. He hits top gear in 3 strides, a trait that saved him against Baylor's press coverage on the 44-yard contested catch. A sub 4.45 combined 40-yard dash would silence doubts about his ability to stretch NFL defenses. His movement skills mirror established slot receivers. The quick twitch lateral agility recalls Hunter Renfrow, while his footwork on hitches, planting and pivoting in one motion, rivals Rashee Rice's college tape. He exploits DB's momentum on double moves, but NFL corners will demand sharper counters when initial routes stall. The combine will clarify his ceiling. A sub 6.93 cone drill would cement his crafty route runner label, while a 34-inch plus vertical could ease height concerns. His toolbox includes advanced techniques. Head fakes to flip DB's hips or the dead leg stutter to sell deep routes. Yet lapses in precision, like failing to adjust mid-route against disguised coverages, reveal his developmental gaps. Horn's strengths make him a compelling project, but refining his counters will determine if he thrives at the next level. The UDFA pathway and developmental plan. Ian Cummings projects Horn as undrafted, but that doesn't end his NFL chances. History shows undrafted receivers can succeed with the right development path. Jacoby Meyers transformed from a low-volume college receiver into a reliable NFL target by refining his route running, while Adam Thielen leveraged press release mastery to overcome Division II roots. Horn's efficient but limited production suggests a similar developmental arc if he addresses key flaws. Special teams will dictate Horn's initial roster viability and could serve as a springboard to offensive opportunities. NFL teams keep just 5 or 6 receivers active on game days, and undrafted players rarely secure those spots without special teams value. Horn logged just 17 career collegiate snaps on coverage units, compared to 300 plus for most drafted slot receivers. His 4.42 speed fits gunner work, but he must show urgency in drills to compensate for inexperience. 3 targeted drills could accelerate Horn's development. 1. The high point wall drill combats his 25.9% contested catch rate by training elevation and back shoulder tracking. 2. Resisted releases with a 5-pound vest build functional strength against press coverage. 3. Tennis ball squeezes strengthen his 8 7/8 inch hands for better grip. Practice squad stashes exist for traits like Horn's. His foot quickness makes him ideal for mimicking opponent slot receivers in practice, the same path the Packers used to develop Malik Heath last season. Teams would likely start by expanding his alignment versatility. He took 78% of 2024 snaps in the slot but needs outside reps. A scheme fit is critical. A McVay-style offense using jet motion and shallow crosses plays to his suddenness, much like Tutu Atwell's 72% usage from stacked alignments. Horn would struggle in systems demanding back shoulder wins but thrives when leveraging horizontal speed. The UDFA grind mirrors long training camp battles, endless special teams reps, extra weight room sessions, and film study at midnight. Horn must prove he can execute blind blocks, master one special teams role, and add 5 to 7 pounds of lean mass to withstand NFL hits. His 1.55 second 10-yard split suggests immediate separation potential, but like Puka Nacua, he must refine his releases through private workouts. This leaves Horn at a familiar crossroads. Can he outwork his limitations? Teams will prioritize his special teams testing over receiving stats, knowing his development may take 2 seasons. If he embraces the grind, his elite traits give him a fighting chance. Jimmy Horn Jr. presents the draft's toughest evaluation: elite route running and suddenness versus concerning production and size limitations. Teams must decide if his flashes justify development as an undrafted free agent. The right system could maximize his separation skills, while contested catch flaws may cap his ceiling. Which NFL team will take a chance on his untapped potential? Your vote could tip the scales. For more draft analysis, try the PFS Mock Draft Simulator to see where prospects like Horn fit. Like a high-risk stock, Horn's value hinges on development meeting opportunity. Will he become a hidden gem or fade into the practice squad? Stay tuned for our draft follow-up.